Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So a few of y'all get up in here. See, my man Filip Hrgovic is back. Not against an opponent that I would like to see him fight. As y'all get up in here, man, hit that like button for me. Not the opponent that I wanted Filip to fight, but he is back though. Talk about that. Uh, Joseph Parker. Seen some comments that he made regarding Junior Fa. And Tyson Fury is doing a lot of talking right now. Retro boxing and documentaries, my man Blood Boxing up in here. What's good, Blood? Out of town right now, man. Actually in the home of Terrence Crawford right now. For a few days. But let me just knock this out, man. Blackout up in here. What's good, Blackout? Yo, before I get to who Filip Hrgovic is fighting, the mismatch, I swear, man, it's like the silence of Deontay Wilder is getting on a lot of people's nerves, man. It's like people are almost offended that this dude just isn't saying anything. It's like, and I know people are going to say, well, when he was champion, he had a lot to say. You know what I mean? Everybody deals with losses differently. You know what I mean? What do you want him to come out, run his mouth after he just got, beat? My thing is, man, he hasn't said that he's not going to fight Tyson Fury. What's good, Derek Bailey? He hasn't said that. Look like he's just spending time with his family and he just training. I heard what's that cat named Tay Jones from Wilder's camp say that Stormy B was good. He said faster. Says that they're in camp training. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, you don't need to talk. You know what I mean? You don't need to talk. Stop the damn talking and train. That's what too many fighters do now. I'm all good with promoting yourself, but at this point in time, Wilder, and no disrespect, but he ain't no Jared Anderson. He ain't no Jermaine Franklin. And what I mean by that is he's not some guy that's on his way up that needs to be talking to promote himself. He's already promoted. Everybody know who he is already, man. So it's like people are looking for some type of explanation from Deontay Wilder. It's like, what are you waiting for him to say? Something about the costume? You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't get it, man. Let the man just remain silent and train. And when it's time to promote the fight, then he'll promote the fight. You know what I mean? Everybody handles losses differently, man. We're talking about the upper echelon of the division. You know, he ain't Larry Lunchmeat or Joe Blow, the journeyman, or, you know what I mean, obscure Andy. You know what I mean? Like, everybody know who he is. He's probably got his head down. Not head down in sorrow, but just head down, blocking everybody out, tunnel vision, and just training. You know what I mean? And that's what you need to do. I don't want to hear no talk. Fight. When I did hear him talk, he spoke against what was going on in the country, and I appreciated that. So it's not like he's just silent. He's just not giving some of you people interviews and all that shit, man. You know what I mean? He's at a position he don't need to give nobody no damn interview if he don't feel like it. And that goes for Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, any of those top guys like that. Man, if they want to be quiet until they fight, let them be quiet. Then I heard Tyson Fury say he's open to fight AJ in December if Wilder don't want to fight. I think Fury's getting pissed off by the silence too from Wilder. But my thing is that ain't gonna happen. You know, Eddie Hearn ain't gonna let that happen this fast. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn is a stickler for AJ fighting his mandatories, unless it's Luis Ortiz, right? But and that's not to say that AJ is scared of Luis Ortiz. I'm talking about Eddie Hearn. All right, so Hearn's not gonna let that happen. It's good for Tyson Fury to say that, to give us something to talk about. It sounds good. I like the mind frame of a fighter like that to say, hey, if I can't get Wilder, give me AJ. The next best thing, you know what I mean, for Undisputed. So I like that he's saying that, but do I think it's going to happen? No. But it's nice for us fans to talk about it. So yeah, man, it just seems like the silence of Wilder is like pissing people off. But anyways, Filip Hrgovic is back September 26th against Andrzej Pala. All right, never heard of this dude. Pala, Pala. He fought Derek Chisora. He fought Konstantin Eric. These fights are on YouTube. And there's another fight that I watched on YouTube last night. Oh, David Price. This dude is susceptible. Look, I'm not even gonna make this long, man. I could, but I'm not. He's susceptible to right hands. He's lost all his big fights. He puts the high guard and come forward. Now he might try to rough Hrgovic up because even in the Price fight, Chisora fight, believe it or not, he actually had segments in those fights where he got those guys against the ropes. Yes, he did. But then they put that fire on him, backed his ass up, took his confidence, knockout victory. Pretty much it. And that's what I think is going to happen in this fight. He might try to come up, be aggressive. Hrgovic going to put that fire on him, that jab, right hands. You know how Hrgovic like to fight, kind of like a elusive manner. He's going to hop in and out on him, get his respect, knock him out. Pretty much what's going to happen, all right? And then, shouts out the boxing scene, this is where I got this information, because they did an interview with him. Man, hold on, before I get to that, I see Dan Rafael, man, have the mighty have fallen, right? Now this dude is, this dude then downsized to doing, writing articles for boxing scene now. Oh, yeah. You about to take a shower and shit? All right, give me like 20 minutes. All right, what I was saying? Forgot where I was at, y'all. My damn wife came in here. But yeah, Hrgovic gonna beat the hell out of dude, man. Yeah, Dan Rafael. Now he's doing articles, but he did one on Hrgovic, and I guess they're talking about Hrgovic. Bruce Goes was good, bro. I guess Nathan was good. I guess Hrgovic is going to be back in the ring if he's going to win this fight September 26th. Barring any type of fluky injury or anything like that, he's going to be back in the ring. They're talking about either October 3rd, which is literally a week later, or October 24th on a Eddie Hearn USA DAZN card that's supposed to be headlined by the kid. I like this kid, man, Devin Haney. And Gamboa. Gamboa has been downsized to like a gatekeeper status, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Curious to see how that's going to work if he fights October 3rd. He fights September 26th. I'm talking about, I think they said Denmark, I believe. And they come here to the States, but shit, man, if you're going to fight this level of opposition, you might as well fight every other week. If you fight people like this, you know what I mean? And they're talking about for the October 3rd or October 24th fight, he's supposed to fight Rydell Booker. Look, shouts out to Rydell Booker, man. Went to prison for a very long stint. He was able to get out and keep his dream, his personal dream alive, which is the fight. It's the way he knows how to make money. Rydell was a good amateur back in the day. I remember that fight he had with James Toney way back in the day on Best Damn Sports Show. Y'all remember that? Fox. You know what I mean? So I respect Rydell from that aspect, man. Doing a long stint like that and then getting out. And then get out and fight Jermaine Franklin and take him the distance. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I think Rydell is overmatched in this one if he fights Hrgovic. But I think he will give Hrgovic some rounds. And it'll be curious to see if Hrgovic can stop the old veteran Rydell Booker, man. But Laws D, Punch Out, what's good, bro? That's pretty much all. And then Joseph Parker, I seen this on Boxing Scene as well, but they got it from the AM Sports Show. But he was on the AM Sports Show. He's talking. He want that smoke from Junior Fa. You know, from what I've been reading, they're offering Fa some life-changing money. And you guys know the history. They fought 4 times in the amateur. They split down the middle, went 2-2. A lot of things have changed since they fought in the amateurs. I think both guys have gotten better. But according to Parker, he said, hey, man, I'm waiting to hear back from his team. We gave them what they want. Where's the smoke? Both of these guys are rated in the top 6 of the WBO. Parker is, I think he's number 2. And I think Fa is number 6 right now in the WBO. Fa's in another sanctioned body ranking as well. I forget which one. And then Parker went on to say that it's been hard. He said, according to Parker, he was saying you guys are laughing or just, making fun or ridiculing my opposition. He said, but these dudes don't want to get in there with me. According to Parker, he's saying that he's a high risk, low reward at this point. And it's funny, man, when he had the belt, it's funny when when you have belts, everybody wants you because they want to be the champion, right? They want a title. But as soon as you ain't got that shit no more, man, you take an L or two, people are like, I ain't fighting no damn Parker. Not because they're scared, because like he said, shit, that's a high risk, low reward. I think if somebody gets in there with Parker, and I'm not saying people are scared of him, y'all, so don't take it as that. But it seemed like the mindset, the psyche, a lot of these fighters, man, is like if they're not getting a title shot, they want to get in there with Larry Lunchmeat, man. You know what I mean? Peter the pedestrian boxer. It's like they want to get in there with like subpar opposition until they get their title shot, man. And that shit's corny, man. You know what I mean? What I will say though is I wonder if Fa and Parker would be some type of elimination bout through the WBO, because they're both highly rated, 2 and 6. Rated number 2 Parker, rated number 6 Fa. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it that I've been seeing, man. You guys caught my last live. Blood's in here storming. Hey, I said this on my last live, man. And I'm not, for some reason, I've just been going back watching this cat because I'm looking at this new era of big heavyweights. But I went back and was just watching Nigga Live at Lua before we got here to Omaha when we were traveling. I was just watching his fights the last couple days, man. Not that he would have been, the ruler of this era, obviously, because I think he would have been like middle of the pack, like a Helenius, Marius Watt type. But yeah, man, when someone just told me go back and watch that big motherfucker fight, but watched it, man. I thought Holyfield beat Valuev, man. They robbed Evander. I watched the David Haye fight. Haye actually buzzed Valuev with a left hook, made him do the stanky leg a little bit. What else Valuev fights did I watch? I think his best performance was on HBO when he fought Monty Barrett. Hey, Barrett came to go to war with that big motherfucker, man. He got knocked out, but Barrett came there to go to war. You know what I mean? But how y'all think he would have fared in this era, man? That dude had a chin, though, man. But he just wasn't physical enough. He was like a nice, friendly giant, man. He never roughhoused nobody or pushed him around the ring or none of that, man. He was like real friendly in there. Like he'll box you from a safe distance. If you guys got close, he'll wrap you up, let the ref break. He should, man, like the fight against Chagaya, bro. Chagaya was like 5'10". This dude is 7 feet. That shit looked like, y'all remember when Shaq sparred, was it Shane Mosley or De La Hoya? Was it Shaq? I forgot who Shaq sparred. It was when Shaq had that show when he was going around trying different things. Man, that Valuev Chagayev looked like that. You know what I mean? Valuev should have been tossing his ass around. He was just too friendly, man. He was too nice. For a big guy like that with a chin, he wasn't the hardest puncher, but he's still 320 pounds. A motherfucker 320 pounds turning his hip into a punch is gonna hurt. He just wasn't rough enough for me, man. He was too nice. Yes, Nathan, I agree. Oh, it was Oscar blood? Let me see what y'all talking about up here, man. Focus ball up in this thing. What's good, focus ball? I think Stormy asked me something. Hold on. Nathan says Rydell is a tough guy. Good. For prospects, he gave Franklin a tough fight. Yeah, he gave Franklin all he could handle. Hey, Jermaine Franklin, if you watching this, bro, let me know if that was really you. Because somebody came to one of my old videos of you claiming they were you, even though I've chopped it up with you before. But this was like years ago when we chopped it up. You were asking me some things about your fights or whatever. This one you were like 4-0. But anyways, bro, like last week, somebody came to my comment section saying they want to pick my brain about some stuff. And they had your username. So I don't know if that was you or not. But if it is, bro, MrBoxingToday2@gmail. Hit me up. You know what I mean? But if that was really you, bro. If it wasn't, then somebody's trolling on YouTube is you. It's funny, man. These fighters watch our videos, man. It took me a while to really realize that. Blood can attest to this, but like back in like the 08, 09, 2010, if you wasn't like really working with the media, then you really didn't have access like that. But shit, man, like anybody, people type their name in Google to see what happens, right? So these fighters come on YouTube and pop their name in the search box, and you know what I mean? I seen one of the Charlos trying to diss Blue Blood. You know what I mean? So man, these fighters really be watching our videos. It's crazy. Yes, they do, but they definitely see the video. Let's see what I think Stormy asked me something. Let's see what Stormy talking about. He says, Stormy B-Man says, listen, real talk. When our king lost, they took energy from all of us. He has to revigorate himself. Look at what just happened. Damn, hold on. Symbolically, with all of us being Chadwick Boseman, Walter will rise. Hopefully, bro. And I'm pulling for Deontay, man. Man, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Deontay got me wanting to travel for a fight, bro. And that's saying a lot for me. I've traveled twice across the country to go see him fight the Ortiz rematch and then the first Fury fight. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. When they were talking about Klitschko versus Joshua possibly being in Vegas, I was going to go to that one. But I was just waiting for Deontay to get like a big fight, and I was going to go to it. I was going to try to make the first Ortiz fight, but I couldn't. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I'm pulling for Deontay, man. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm also not going to lie to you. The 19 rounds that they fought, I probably gave Tyson Fury 13 or 14 of them, man. But my heart is with Deontay Wilder, man. I love the Browns bomber, dude. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people come over here as uploaders and lie about who they like. Man, you can say who you like as a fighter. We're fucking fans. People be trying to mask that they really like Joshua or mask that they... Man, if Joshua's your guy, he's your guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That's like me coming here. I mean, what? I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to come over here and say I'm trying to mask that I'm a Ohio State Buckeyes fan, which I'm not. But you know, some shit like that. Like, man, I'm a fan of the dude. But I'll also cover the rest of the division as thoroughly as anybody in the world, not just YouTube. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm being honest, man. I'll probably cover it more thorough than anybody in the world right now. But anyways, pulling for Wilder, man. But he got to make some adjustments, yo. Fury, I think Fury has pretty much fought the two styles that he can fight. I don't think there's a third style that he can use. He's either going to come out, try to outbox Wilder from the outside using the jab, using lateral movement and feints, and try to use quick combinations and move to where he's not really sitting down on nothing like he did the first fight, or he's going to come out and be aggressive and step to Wilder and not land little feinting jabs, but power jabs. Everything's power, and get in Wilder's face and keep that lead foot in front of Wilder to put pressure on Wilder to fight, grab Wilder, wrap him up, be the bigger man. Do what Nikolai Valuev would never do, and that's wrap guys up and, you know, try to be physical. So besides that, I don't see a third type of style. So to me, at least Wilder knows what type of style he's going to fight. If anybody's unpredictable, it's Deontay Wilder based on his style. You don't know what people call him wild, right? Because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen, how he's going to swing, or, you know what I mean? So I think going to a third fight, I think Fury probably has more to worry about because you don't know what to expect from Wilder because of his fighting style. But I think Wilder kind of knows, okay, he's either going to come forward and be aggressive like the first fight, try to rough me up, step to me, or he's going to try to fight off the back foot. At least that's my view of it. Christine says, what's going on, Mr. Boxing? This Charlo card at the weekend is one to watch. Yes, I'll definitely be watching it. Walls D said, did you see the Daniel Dubois fight at the weekend? Yes, I seen that mismatch, man. Ricardo Schneider's had no damn chance in hell. He came in there so scary, man. And I understand you're the underdog, and it's probably easier said than done for me on the treadmill talking shit. But bro, you gotta like go for it though, man. You gotta at least throw a big overhand rights or big left hooks. Do that shit until you get knocked out. If you think you're gonna get knocked out or whatever, at least go out swinging, man. But Schneider came in there and threw I counted one meaningful punch he threw. An overhand right that he tried to land on Dubois after Dubois touched him up with a body combination. And then he threw a, like, get off me type of left hook. Like, get off me, and he threw the left hook. Man, I saw that shit. Then he went high guard and pretty much circled away the whole fight. Nah. Joyce and Dubois, though, man, when I first heard of it, when it first got announced they were going to fight a while ago, I was like, oh yeah, Dubois, because Joyce is just hella slow. And like I was saying yesterday in my live, Joyce is slow on offense. But on defense, as far as avoiding punches, I think he's just as fast as Dubois. And that's going to be the key. Because Joyce going to get hit. And he's used to getting hit. You know what I mean? But Dubois is not really used to getting hit like that. Larte backed him up. I think it was a left hook that backed him up. You know what I mean? But Dubois ain't Pernell Whitaker, Charles Burley on defense either. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be a slugfest, man. I think it's 50-50. CB Sports was good, bro. Uh, Let me see here. Arrow HL says, have you talked about the keys for Wilder to win the rematch? Well, kind of just did a little bit, but I'll go way more in depth when that fight gets a little bit closer, man. But Wilder gonna have to use that jab, not be so damn predictable, because that second fight, man, he kept going to the body with the same jab, and it was so predictable. Fury started to come over that jab, wow, start throwing that right hand down on Wilder. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, man, Wilder just looked lackadaisical and lethargic in that second fight, man. He just looked real heavy-footed, like he didn't look right. And Tyson Fury came out and did something I didn't think he would do, and that step to Wilder. Made him fight, put pressure on him. And I don't mean Joe Frazier pressure. I mean just staying in front of you, touching you, making you think, bop, hitting you with a shot. Staying in front of you, making you think. That's pressure too. Pressure just ain't a prime Joe Frazier coming at you with, you know what I mean? Pressure just staying in front of you, making you think, making you react to everything. React to my feints, react to my jab. He just had him thinking and reacting, and he just looked slow. It just didn't look right. But Wilder, you know, try to aim for the body a little bit, use his jab much more effective. Come up with a game plan to where Tyson Fury holds and try to grab and grapple. You gotta have a game plan for that, man. Get dirty a little bit. I'm not saying elbow Fury like Randy Savage off the top turnbuckle, right? But you get in close, use them elbows, man. Fight back dirty or savvy. You know what I mean? A lot of people have done it. Holyfield, Hopkins, got to add some savviness to your game. But Wilder just seems like he can just rely on knocking you the fuck out. He don't need to do all that, which is cool. But hey, man, there's some fighters that force you to do that. You got to fight. You know what I mean? Fuck a boxing, fight. You know what I mean? As Emmanuel Stewart used to say, fuck boxing, I'm fighting. Man, miss Emmanuel Stewart, man. But sometimes you gotta fight a motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Laws D to punch out the pimp, and he says he got Joe Joyce by late stoppage. Yeah, it might, man, because he gonna test this young kid, and he might have that look on his face like, damn, get hit with something, like, damn, I didn't think it's gonna be like this. And then Joyce gonna keep the pressure. Unlike Larte, who landed that left hook, he didn't keep the pressure on. You know what I mean? Kind of. Joyce gonna keep that pressure. Joyce seemed like one of those type of athletes, and I brought this up yesterday. It's hard to speed him up. It's hard to make him go faster than what he is. He just fights at a steady pace, and he's been productive with it. But he's one of those type of athletes where you can't speed him up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, for my basketball fans, it was like Sam Cassell. You remember Sam Cassell, mid-range player on offense? You never could speed Sam up. He'll play against faster guards. They couldn't speed him up. He'll kind of halfway walk you down the court. You know what I mean? Always using his back and butt to, you know what I mean? Keep you away from the basketball, spin off you. Just do little quirky little, spin moves and pump fakes. You never could speed him up, is what I'm saying. And Joyce is like one of those type of athletes. Bruce Gold says everything must change for Wilder to come with the victory, from the locker room to the ring, everything beforehand. I agree. Nathan says, longer it lasts, I favor Joyce, but Dubois will be very dangerous early, but both big hitters, intriguing fight. And Stormy agrees with Bruce, and I do as well. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Gotta keep these workouts going, man, even though we out of town. I fucking hate missing workouts, man. You miss a workout or two, it feel like you didn't miss a month. Let me see. Lawsky says, that was the fight that put me on Daniel Dubois, his Richard Larte fight. Yeah, the Gorman fight was a good showing as well. Speaking of Larte, Gorman, Dubois, Gorman will be back in the ring with Larte. Ironic about that, both of those guys' last loss came against Daniel Dubois. Go figure, right? Whew, shit. What y'all think about Wilder's silence right now, man? What y'all think? I think it's funny that people are like pissed off and mad. And a lot of people that are pissed off and mad are people that don't like him anyways. It's like you just want him to say something so you can have something. Oh, see what he just said? I don't give a fuck if him or Tyson Fury was quiet right now. Just fight, man. All this out of the ring shenanigans, man, whatever, man. Just get in the ring and fight. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I think too, Lawsy. I think he's just training. Got his head down, just training, man. Tunnel vision, head down, working. I ain't worrying about what he said. I ain't worried about what blog he made. I ain't worried about what he talking about. I'm just training. I'm training. That's what I like. Marvin Gardner says, I can understand if Wilder wants a tune-up, he's earned it. I don't think Wilder gonna go no tune-up route, bro. I agree, blood. They need something to talk about, something just to, they trying to pull up old shit to just make new news. Man, the fight, there's a whole bunch of other fighters out here. I thought shit, the last time I checked, he wasn't popular, right? He wasn't, nobody knew who he was and all that old dumb crap. But I'm pulling for the Bronze Bomber, man. Man, I want him to win this fight, but there's a lot of shit he got to change, man. There's a lot of shit he got to change. Because like I said, bro, I gave Fury 13 or 14 of their 19 rounds. And I watched them motherfuckers over and over again. People, no, go back and watch Mr. Bach. My wife I think she had the first fight 8-4 Wilder. I had a 7-5 Fury, then with the knockdowns, a draw. But and then the second fight, she didn't get Wilder around, neither did I. Maybe the first, you can probably, but and Wilder landed a good right hand. A couple right hands, I think, in that first round, and Fury didn't go nowhere. He didn't get all the way into it with the right hand, but he touched Fury, and that right hand would have probably dropped a couple other dudes. But Fury just ate them shits, man. Bro, the fight game is a funny thing because people react to people's power differently. And I brought this example up. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but Evander, I always bring this up, man, to make my point. Evander Holyfield reacted to Riddick Bowe's power in their fights way differently than he reacted to Mike Tyson's power. You know what I'm saying? I know different styles, different dimensions. I understand it, but what I'm trying to say is history will give you the perception that Mike Tyson was a harder puncher than Riddick Bowe, KO percent, all that. But the way Evander fought and reacted to those punches seemed like Riddick Bowe was a harder puncher. And that just goes to tell you that different styles, different fights, but people react to other people's power differently. You know what I'm saying? Levi Khan, what's good, bro? Nathan says, I'm from the UK, but I like all these guys. Wilder is an exciting fighter. Yeah, exciting like a motherfucker, man. Because you know something's going to happen. Either he going to knock somebody's head into Mars, or can they beat him? That's exciting to watch that type of shit. Stormy said he missed Holyfield and Lewis, real fighters. And every time Lewis come up, I always mean to change my thumbnail and put that picture of my dad and Lennox Lewis up. My dad took a picture with Lennox. Or shit, Lennox took a picture of my dad. You know what I mean? Because he's a star. When he took a picture of my pops in like 91, 92. This was Lennox with the box haircut. I got that in my storage, man. I've been meaning to use it as my avatar, but I always never get around to it. Blood got jokes. He said Evan Fields was the bad boy too. Man, you remember Blood and Stormy, all y'all, man, but especially the old heads. Y'all remember when, like, Evander would get ready to fight, like, Tillis and all these guys, and they would go and show Evander's training camp. And at that time, he was on a whole bunch of shit that was, perceived as, well, for that time, it was high tech. He had, like, the machines. He was like motherfucking Ivan Drago on Rocky or something. I remember as a kid watching that, like, damn, that motherfucker doing some space age training. All right, y'all, my wife called me, man. You remember that? All right, y'all, I got to hop off here, man. I got shit to do while we in Omaha. You know what I mean? But until next time, man, y'all be easy. I'm gone.